here are some do and don'ts for your frame use. When putting your frame on, use both hands. When removing your frame, you either use your both hands to pull it straight forward, or you hold it at the front of the frame and pull it straight forward. Why? What tends to happen is people hold their frame on the side and pull it with one hand. As you can see, this puts strain on the frame hinge, which is the most common place for the frame to break. So this would help prevent this problem.
Step out of your day and into your happy place, where your health comes from a more relaxed, beautiful you. Don't take our word for it, take theirs.
That experience is always amazing, but Valentine's Day was pretty special.
Not only are my toes absolutely gorgeous, but I got a foot rub.
Oh my God.
Now come along and find your glamorous you. Manis, pedis, massages, facials, hair, makeup, and waxing. You know you want to. Call or visit us today at 448-4099. The Glam Experience Day Spa.
Hello, guys. I'm coming on. I know you guys have been waiting. We're coming on. We're going live. We're doing this. Hello. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you can be here with me. Good night. How you guys doing? Come on over. Let us see you. Where you at? Let me just see where my people's at. Who's on? Gasa. Woo! Look, people that's on. Okay, let me just check to see. Let's just see the numbers of people. Guys, thanks for coming on. I love it. Who that Ethan person is tagging everybody and their mother. Okay, Ethan, big up to you for supporting the show, supporting the live. Welcome, guys. I'm in Dominica and I am hot. Like, I'm dying of heat. Like, I have a fan on me, so if you hear the fan making noise, it's a fan. Okay? He's a fan. All right. Welcome to another episode of Jael Joseph Live. I know you guys missed me. I've been MIA for probably about a month. So I haven't done a show in probably it's exactly a month because my last show was in March. So in April, I took from March 4th until I took a little bit of a pause for a cause. We were on tour. We're going back on tour again, but I was on tour for a little bit. We go back on tour actually next week. So We're going, I think, to Cleveland. So, Cleveland, if you're in Cleveland and you're on the live, I'll be in Cleveland on the 19th of May with the Black Girl in Love with Herself show. So, check us out. We're going to be at the historic Caramoo House in Cleveland. So, Caramoo House in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where we're going to be. So, you can come on down. Those of you who, if anybody is from Cleveland on the live, I think the tickets are sold out. So, if you want to come, hit me up. I could probably see if I can squeeze you in as my plus one. So just let me know if you want to come on. Thank you very much to those of you who've tuned in early o'clock. I want to say a big shout out to all of the models from the Dominica's Next Supermodel. Listen, those girls have been on time and they're ready to shine. I also want to big up the guys who will be on with me tomorrow. So, you're going to get a double dose of Jael back to back. All right, back to back episodes. Garçon, it making hot. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna be drinking my blue water. You see, it's water I drinking, Water, my blue water. Big up to Fresh Market, one of our sponsors for this show. So I'm gonna be drinking my water as the show going because my show Zife. And I just want to say thank you very much to my sponsors, those who came on board. It was a very short planning, and I really feel honored that you guys believe in me, you believe in the work that I do, and you came on board in quick time. So I want to big up my sponsors, Fresh Market, Cash and Carry, and Best Price, who are on board with us this evening. Also, Optical Services. Want to also say thank you very, 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 very much to them. Also, want to big up HSN Eye Center, who's also on board with us, and it's newly, well, I should say rebranded. That is our very own eye center in Dominica. So big up to Dr. Hazel Ricketts Shillingford Ricketts, Hazel Shillingford Ricketts, for enhancing the place and giving us an actual, like, it's almost like an eye hospital, right? It's an eye center. So I want to big them up. Before I continue, I just want to remind folks that if you shop at Fresh Market, you can actually get an opportunity to enter into a draw to win a trip to St. Kitts and Nevis for the St. Kitts Festival. All you got to do is get one of these scratch cards. So once you spend $150, you get one of those cards. Mine is actually like exposed. So you get a scratch card, you scratch this part out, you scan it. Once you scanning, people are always confused about QR codes and how they work. It's like taking a picture. So you just put it on, make sure you have internet or Wi-Fi, and you just scan it, and it'll give you like a little yellow link. You click on the link and you enter your information, you enter your receipt number, and you get a chance. You get entered into the draw to win. So that's what you got to do in order to win. I will run the ad at some point during the show again. So if you miss it, you can grab it. I also want to say thank you very much to the Glam. Those of you who want to look glamorous, ladies on the live, I know you probably want to look glamorous too. You can check out the Glam. They have all your cosmetics that you can think of, as well as it's a spa. So get your nails. I'm talking about nails done. My nails need to get done. So I will be hiding my hands as much as possible because I'm having one of those weeks. Whatever, I'm allowed to. Okay, I can have a bum week. No, models can't have a bum week, but I can have a bum week. I'm allowed, right? I want to see who's on the live. Who's on the live? Drop your name. Let me know where you're. I reach. Hi, Jessica. Welcome, welcome. Let me know where you guys are locked in from. Kimberly Thomas, big up yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yo, Ethan, if I was given a prize tonight for like person who tagged the most persons, like you would get it. You just stealing the cake tonight yourself. Big up to you, sugars. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Listen, this is something I got on a website. I don't normally shop online, but I did shop online this one time, and I got this, and I was like, oh, I don't look cute on the show, so let me rock it for the show. You know, my little background and everything, my thick background. You know how I roll. Whatever. I'm allowed. I do what I want. Yeah, I'm trying to leave it off my shoulder, but it keeps going on my shoulder. Like, stay off the shoulder. Behave yourself. Right. Don't try and do any magic with yourself. Who's on the live? Guys, we also have judges on the live. Big up to you, Anne. Thank you very much. Male model number 1, Ethan. Okay, Ethan. He makes sure he said a male model number 1. And he tagging everybody and their mother. All right. So he has everybody coming and show support. To the ladies. So ladies, tomorrow, I hope you guys have him on or tag everybody in your crew to give him the support because he'll be on with the guys to tomorrow. We're gonna bring in the ladies. We're gonna bring in the ladies. We've paid our dues. We've said thanks to our sponsors. Tomorrow we have a new set of sponsors coming on board. And if you still want to sponsor, you have time. So you just drop me a line. Let me know. Hey, Jael, I want to be on this. I want to get a taste of this. I want to show support to the work that you're doing. Those of you who can actually give me stars, give me stars, okay? Just any bum stars. Debut who have stars, any hit stars, all right? So we're gonna get ready to have them on. This is the very first time I'm going to have so many people. So if I completely screw up, I'll just apologize in advance. But this is the very first time. The most I've actually had on a show at any given time was I think 5. Tonight I have 9. 9 beautiful ladies from representing the Dominica's next supermodel. I want to big up Ruth Augustine. Yo, let me tell you, that is a lot of work. I burst in a sweat just thinking about interviewing these girls, and she's been working her behind off with these ladies over the last couple of weeks, getting them prepared for a fashion show extravaganza, right? You don't want to miss this. That's coming up at the end of the month. So you want to make sure if you haven't bought your tickets yet, you go and get your tickets. They're available at Jay's Bookstore, and I think Mo's Rental is the name of the place. Mo's Rental on the Grand Fond bus stop. I hope I have that right. Bon, Jay, don't quote me, but it's somebody rental on the Grand Fond bus stop. Because I did the ad, I can remember, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, make sure you get your tickets for the show. Hit Roof Up. Make sure you're there. I've emceed a few of her shows. I've been to her shows. Amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing what she has in store for us this year. So I want to get ready, and I kind of want to do kind of a bit of a short intro. I don't want to do no long intro. So when the ladies come on, because we're already looking at 7:48, and I want to make sure that the show gets rolling and we get these ladies on. So I'll run through the judging criteria for you guys because they will be judged tonight. So I'm not going to go into the details of what they're going to be judged on in terms of specifics like the numbers and stuff, but they'll be judged on clarity, vocal variety, eye contact, gesture, audience awareness, comfort level, interest, and speech development, their knowledge, and their presentation. So each of these run a total of 5 points. So they'll be judged on 5, and one of them will actually be the winner of this segment. You'll learn who that person is on the night of the show. I know, it's a long time to wait, but that's okay, because if you feel like you mess up this time, you can fix up for the next, right? On the next round of whatever other evaluations that you have to go through this process. So we're getting ready for the participants to come on, the lovely ladies to come on. Let us start talking fashion. This is not going to be a queen show question and answer round. That's not what it's about. All right. We want to get a gist or get a sense of how comfortable these girls are on camera, speaking to a live audience, as well as how well do they know fashion. So we're gonna be talking fashion this evening. So get ready. Let me tell you, even I was going through the questions and I was like, Bonji, I did not know that. So it's going to be a learning experience for all of us, all of you on the live. We're excited to be able to share with you. And we want to say thank you very, 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 very much for all your support. Make sure you share the live. Look, my sister is on telling all you, share the live. Tag a friend and share the live. Big up to you, Shamia Dangaban. I see you, Diane Charles. I see you, Jeannie Hector. I see you, Giselle Blaze, Khadisha Joseph, Nadisha Guavo, my number ones, my day ones, Nadisha. Thank you very much for being back here. Marcia Baptist is on. Mia Rose is on. Big up to you guys. And thank you very much for joining. I'm going to bring in those girls now. I'm going to bring in those girls we're going to start talking. Let me just make sure I have my questions up, because it's going to be an interesting night. We're going to have I want to think of it as a conversation. So they'll all be asked 3 questions. So they'll all get a chance to answer the same question. And then they'll all be like each of them will be asked a specific question. So it's in no specific order. I will call them out and we will just roll, and that's how it goes. So the three questions, every single one of them will answer those three specific questions, and the other questions will be directed. And I just want to let you guys know, no question was selected for a specific person. It is literally numbered 1 to 9, and I will just go across the line from the time everybody's on screen, and that will be that. Okay, so we're not picking and choosing who we ask questions. As a matter of fact, this is my very first time. I like the fact that this is my very first time meeting these ladies, my very first time meeting them. The only one I actually knew before the show was Mia, and that's because I interviewed her during Queen Show. But everybody else is new to me, and I'm looking forward to getting to know them and know what they know just as much as you are. All right, so let's get the show on the road. Let me make sure all the ladies are there. I'm going to start bringing them on one by one and just say a quick hi as they come on. So I'm just going and looking at my screen and who's on, and we're going to get ready to go. Want to say welcome to Debbie Darwin. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Harry. Hi, everyone. Just hello to the listening public and everyone who's coming on to this live stream. My name is Debbie Dowie, and I'm contestant number 5.
Thanks, Debbie. Welcome. Next, we have the lovely Janelle. Hi, Janelle.
Muted.
Yeah, unmute yourself. We're not hearing you, Janelle. I don't know if it's me. We're not hearing you. I just unmuted you. Go ahead.
Are you hearing me now?
No, I'm hearing you. I'll unmute you guys.
Okay, amazing. Hi, everybody. It's Janelle Thomas. I am from Margot Massive. I am super excited to be here today. I am model number 6, and I can't wait for the segment. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes, fantastic. Welcome. La Vida, welcome. Hi, La Vida.
Hi. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
To everyone watching, my name is Lavida Liverpool. I'm model number 2. I'm from Trudell, and I'm very excited for tonight.
Thank you. Welcome. I'm excited to speak to you. And then we have China. Hello.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chinatala. I am from Kalinago territory. I am model number 1.
Model number 1. Welcome, China. Thank you very much for joining us. Kinaje is up next.
Hi everyone, good night. My name is Kinaji Felix, and I'm model number 4, and I'm just excited for tonight and this entire experience.
Fantastic. Welcome. We're so excited to have you, and everyone is coming on. Then we have Cade. I think I have that right. Right, Cade? I unmuted you. I got you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I am model number 3, and I'm excited for tonight. Yeah.
Yes. And then we have Mia coming on next. Welcome, Mia.
Good night, everyone. I am model number 8, Mia Francis, from the community of Kinfield. First, I'd like to thank you for having us tonight on your show, and I can't wait for what's next to come.
Thank you, Mia. Mia, just adjust your camera a little bit so that we don't cut off your forehead. We want to make sure we see you in your beauty in its entirety. All right. And we have coming up next, Danisha. Danisha is coming up next. Hello.
Yes. Hello. It's pronounced Danisha.
Danisha.
Yes. So, yes, I am model number 9, the final model. Thanks for having me, and I'm so elated to be here.
Thank you for being on with us. We appreciate you showing up. And then we have Anora. Hi, Anora.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
Hello?
Can you hear me okay?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me this night. Yes, I'm hearing you good.
Good. Tell us, what model are you? What number are you?
I'm model number 7 for Dominica's next Supermodel competition.
Welcome every single one of you. I'm gonna mute everybody back. So just make sure the only person that should be on me speaking now is me. So we have no feedback, guys. Thank you. Welcome to every single one of you. Thank you very much for taking the time out to come out. I know you guys have had the last couple of weeks has been grueling for you. You've been working hard. You want to win this. It's obvious in your photos, your presentations. I've been seeing advertisements coming out with featuring some of you. I've been hearing people talk about you in terms of sponsors who have shown interest in a few of you. So we're gonna get to know a little bit about every single one of you. So we're gonna go right across. So in the same order I called you. Once we start the ball rolling, you're gonna answer the question. Once the person's done, we're going to roll to the next and to the next. And I actually have you in order on my screen. So hoping that nobody drops off, that it'll stick in that order so I don't completely screw this up. So we're going to do this in the order that everybody came on this evening. I just want to thank you guys again for your time. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to Ruth and the entire team at Dominica's Next Supermodel. First question of the night. What does fashion mean to you? Debbie.
All right.
I can hear you.
Oh, I'm on music. All right, great. I was just making sure. Good evening to everybody again, to all the listening public here on Jael's live stream. What does fashion mean to me? Fashion is essentially a way of expression, and a way to display my creative side through dress, makeup, hair, and my accessories. It is the way that I can show people who I am in the way that I present myself to the public. That is what fashion is to me.
Thank you, Debbie. How about you, Janelle?
Fashion is an escape for me. It's opportunity for me to clock off my 9 to 5 and get where I feel like that day. Pajamas, if it's a train with a dress with a train, if it's makeup from here to there, it's really just an escape moment for me to whoever I will be in that moment.
Thank you. You're cutting in and out at certain points. I did get a gist of what you said. I hope it's not on my end, but just make sure that your connection is solid for the next question. All right. Moving on to La Vida. What does fashion mean to you?
Good night again.
Hi.
Fashion means to me something you can use to express what you stand for, a teaser into your personality, to show people what you stand for and who you are as a person.
Thank you, La Vida. How about you, Gina?
Fashion to me means elegance, chicness, class, and self-expression.
Kinaji, what does fashion mean to you?
Okay. Fashion to me has been a way to express myself in an artistic manner. Yes, I've painted murals before, but I've never been able to fully express myself on my body. And I think that fashion has been a way to interpret my artistic self, my style in my day to day life. And I like the fact that I can be able to create. I am a very creative person. So I like the fact that I can be able to show my creativity.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
How about you, Cade?
Well,
Fashion to me is just another art form. So I am an artist. I do performative arts. I am very creative with myself. So I enjoy painting on my body. It's not just about jewelry or about clothes, although clothes is a very big aspect, obviously. I enjoy manipulating fabric and just taking things from different cultures or different aesthetics and then putting it together. So fashion for me is just another art form. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mia.
Well, for me, I've always been like an introvert person, quiet. However, with fashion, it allowed me to be able to express myself And with fashion, I bring out the dynamic side to me. I'm able to be bold and expressive and also liquid in the sense that I am not one dimensional. I'm able to fit with my environment and just be myself.
Thank you very much, Mia. How about you, Denisha? What, Denisha? I probably will mess up your name. It's Denisha, right? Go ahead. Can you
Similar
go
to
ahead?
dancing
Start.
because I
Take it
have
from the top. Take it from the top.
so.
Take it from the top. Denisha, take it from the top because you are on mute.
Oh,
What does
sorry.
fashion mean to you? Go ahead.
Fashion is just another. Fashion is for me to dancing because this is an art from where I can express myself and be authentic, show my true identity.
Thank you very much. And finally, Anora, what does fashion mean to you?
So fashion for me is a way of expressing oneself. I believe that everyone's personality can easily be expressed through fashion and needs to can be expressed through fashion. So this is basically just the way you express yourself.
Thank you. What do you guys think? Those of you on the live, who you guys felt really got that question, right? Who you rooting for tonight? Who you're supporting? Great job, ladies. We're gonna move on to the next question, and it entails your personal style. So, can you describe, like, if somebody were to say, if you were to go to a shoot and a photographer says, describe your style, what would you say if somebody asked you to describe your style, Debbie?
If somebody asked me to describe my style, the first thing they would realize, or the first thing I would describe, is that I am a very functional person. I like outfits that work for me. I like outfits that are comfortable, and I like outfits that are appropriate for whatever occasion that I'm, partaking in. So my style is very functional. I would like to refer to myself as a soft woman. I love the soft life. So the neutrals, the light fabrics, the silks, that is what I go for. So it's very soft, functional, and little, sometimes it can be a little edgy, but it's very, very simple, I would say. Soft, functional, and simple.
Thank you very much, Debbie. How about
You're
you,
welcome.
Janelle? How would you describe your personal style?
Completely different than Debbie. Say my style is completely glam. I love a wig. I love a fancy dress. I love a complete face. It's also with a little bit of romantic pastel. I love a light color. I'm big into editorial and eccentric, a crazy dress. No, it's just a mixture depending on how I.
Thank you very much. I know a few folks dropped off, and some are coming back on. So they're slowly coming back on. So I'll just go in the order of whoever's on right now. So Lavita, how would you describe your personal style?
Okay. So my personal style, I feel like I'm a minimalist person with a splash of vintage. I really like 90s fashion. I really like how the low cut jeans and the crop tops and all this. I really like it. And for the minimal, I feel like taking a simple clothing out of your wardrobe and rediscovering it. That's like a big part of me because sometimes I just use what I in my wardrobe and just make it into something I feel like my vision would come out.
Thank you very much. How about you, Tina? How would you describe your personal style?
My personal style, I'd say natural and down to earth. I love to wear things I'm comfortable with. I put makeup occasionally, not every time. As I said, I love myself natural.
She's a natural girl. How about you, Kanaje?
Okay, so my personal style is something I like to be very diverse and creative. So I'm never sticking to just one thing. However, I really like streetwear and I really like something called fairycore. I really like going out of my way to try something new and I really like fluidity. I really like trying new things. So when it comes to streetwear, I really go for more of a, let's say, a Gen Z look or very like cut up pants, but very like chill with it. I really like the way that I can hold art on my body with it, whether it's graffiti or graphic shirt or like something very new. That's what I really like. And when it comes to something very naturistic, which is very core, I really like going for something that complements my skin, like a really nice skin dress, whether it is a fluffy dress, something that I feel comfortable in.
Thank you very much, Kanaje. How about you, Kate? How would you describe your personal style?
I would also describe my sense of style as a bit of streetwear and grunge, although I mix it up a lot. So I'm a bit minimalistic. I do not wear a lot of makeup or wigs. I always like wearing my natural hair. I'm a bit punk, so even the sides of my head is shaved. My piercings have chains in them. Even my cargo pants, I'll often have chains attached. All my tops have cuts in them. So I also like a lot of dark colors. And sometimes I might go to the complete opposite thing and I will get more ethnic. So I'll be wearing a lot of wraps, a lot of light clothing, white, green, things that allow me to feel a little bit connected to my roots. And yeah, that's how I would describe my style. Mixed. It's
Thank
never
you.
ever one thing. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Denisha. How about you? How would you describe your personal style? Are you there, Denisha?
Hear
Can you
me?
hear us? Go ahead. Are you hearing us, Denisha? Because we're not hearing you, and
Can
you're
you?
yeah, we can.
Yes, I can. Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
can. Can you
Go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. I My personal style I describe to be very versatile. However, it depends on my mood and whatever event I'm attending. So let's say, for example, it's a casual setting. I would wear something comfortable, something loose fitting, such as a denim jeans or cotton t-shirts. And I'm also a glamorous girl. I'm a glam girl, but chic. So it's a mixture. I enjoy putting form-fitted clothing, bodycon dresses. So that's how I'll describe my personal style.
Mm, thank you very much for sharing that with us. Um, I think Mia is up next, right? Mia, if we had to go in order of how it originally was, and then Honora, right? Go ahead, Mia. How would you describe your personal style?
For me, I wouldn't say I have like a specific personal style. It really depends on my mood on that specific day. So sometimes I would go for that chic look or tomboy look or even the classic look. But if it's one thing that would be specific for me is having bold colors, be it a bold black or a bold red. Once it's a bold color, I would have that for sure. But pertaining to a specific style, I wouldn't say I have a specific fashion style.
Mm. Thank you very much for that, Mia. And Honora, how would you describe your personal style if someone were to ask you, or if a fashion guru or a photographer, what's your personal style?
So I'm very diverse and I can wear different things. Typically, my go-to fashion sense is something very extra. I have a very extra personality, so my outfit shows my personality too. So typically, the things I wear on a day-to-day as outfits that some people might wear for occasion, but that is my everyday look. Consider my style to also be chic and sexy. I like to wear a lot of bodycon dresses, bold colors. I do a lot of color blocking, orange and red, that kind of vibe. That is my fashion sense and style.
Thank you very much, Honora. This was really good, ladies. Well done to all of you. The audience looking on, who was your favorite? I could see a lot of your personalities coming through, even while you mentioned your personal style. It is very obvious for some of you what your personal style is just by the way you express yourself. So well done to every single one of you who answered this question. The third and final question that will be extended to every single one of you is, what female model influences you? So I want to know what, or I should say, which female model influences you, and what about that person? So, and why? So, which female model influences you, and why do they influence you? What about that person makes you feel like, hey, that person could be my role model? So, I'll start with Debbie to answer this question. Who's the female model that really resonates with you, that really inspires you, and why?
The female model who really resonates and inspired me would definitely have to be Yasmin Gori. She's a Canadian supermodel, and he peaked in the 90s. She's the most iconic model of the 90s. And a fun fact about her is that the designers that she modeled for, that often put her in their most expensive clothes, because they know once Yasmin models that outfit, it's going to sell out. So she is simply iconic. She is very graceful and elegant when she's walking down the stage or walking down a catwalk, and she has, her own unique style. She doesn't follow any fashion rules, in my opinion. She's very expressive, and her walk is just to die for. If I could walk like Yasmin, I would probably be the happiest girl alive.
Thank you very much, Debbie.
Yeah.
Thank you for your response. Next, Janelle. Who is the fashion model that inspires you, and why?
I have to say, the being. Can you?
You're breaking in and out. You're breaking in and out slightly. Go on. I can hear you. We can hear you. But it's going in and out.
Okay. Great. I have Tyra Banks and.
Okay. So we're losing you on audio. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off your video just so you can answer, and you're gonna answer, okay? So I'm taking off your video, I'm putting on your mic. Go ahead, Janelle. Let's see if that's better.
Okay, is the Wi-Fi?
I'm hearing you okay, so just continue speaking.
Thing that the mate with would have to be Tyra Banks. Not only because I grew up watching American Next Top Model, in my formative years with I followed her story, and to Black parents with very U.S.-centric. She had green eyes. Similarly, has heterochromia, where two different colors. And wanted to be a model so bad. Likewise, I felt the same. And she ended modeling for a few years till she got too big for the industry. She finally got her grown woman weight, as some would say. So her boobs developed, and she was told she can't run weight anymore. And coming into this competition, I was girls. I weighed in at 1C with secret and wider hips than the usual. Really show if Tyra Banks do that in that industry and still being told you've gotten, it makes me, what, I could probably do it. Don't gotta do wrong way. So that's really the I look up.
Thank you, Janelle. I got what you were saying. I got most of what you said. I just hope I don't want the internet connection to really hinder you, because I can feel your personality even coming through the little hiccups that we're having with the internet, with your internet Wi-Fi. I'm hoping that your connection gets better and stronger as this progresses, because we can clearly, I can hear what you're saying, but I just hope it doesn't mess mess you up. But so far, so good. Thank you very much for responding. We're gonna move on to the next model, Lavender. Go.
But they just
I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing anything. I didn't hear anything you said. Like there was just I could read your lips, but I didn't hear anything you said. So probably try jumping off and jumping back on. I'm not sure why you're having issues with your internet, but hopefully we can get this locked on. Lavida, go ahead and tell us who really inspires you. What female model inspires you and why?
Okay, so the my fa- my the supermodel that inspires me is Bella Hadid. And she inspires me because she's never afraid to give what is needed or expected of her at a photo shoot, as a campaign, what I've seen from behind the scenes of a photo shoot. And another thing is her walk. I love her walk. Like I would just sit down and walk, watch videos of her walk. And that's because like when she walks on the runway, she walks with confidence. And in training and in practice, that is mainly my problem. So if I push myself to get on that level of her confidence in a walk on the runway, I would even be surprised when that happens. And also, she's a supermodel, yes, but I follow on Instagram and she's a she's a Palestine American model, right? And she always cares for her people, even though she wasn't born in the country and whatever. She always make sure make sure that they are known because not many people know them, and their country go through a lot of natural disasters and issues, and she always supports them and give them exposure. That's what I like that about her. She's also a genuine and kind person from what I've seen and heard. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lavida, for your response, and thank you for answering. Our next model, Sheena, you want to tell us who inspires you? What supermodel, female supermodel, inspires you, and why does that person inspire you? Sheena, you're on mute. You're on mute. Let me just take you off. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead now.
Definitely Gigi Hadid. Her walk is so natural. It comes to her. It's just born to do that. I love her walk. Together with her facial expressions, she know exactly how to put her face and when to put her face, and it's unique. It's You rarely see that. Her confidence, it's always on point. Like she has nothing to worry about. It's like no one is looking at her when she models, and I love that about her.
Thank you. Thank you very much. On to our next, Kanaje. Kanaje, I think your screen might have is frozen.
Oh
Like
no.
I thought it
Oh my
was.
god, I'm sorry.
I honestly thought it was just you smiling until now I looked and I was like, wait, it's the
Yeah.
same smile the whole time.
Oh
So
no.
it's not
Okay.
just you
I'm
smiling.
a
So
I'm a
I
tell.
um I don't want you to answer now and then so why don't you bump off
Okay.
and come back on and then I'll move on to Cade
Okay.
for this one. All right. So
Okay.
Cade, can you tell us
Okay.
what or which supermodel inspires you and why?
Currently, my favorite supermodel is Naomi Ruth Sims, due to the fact that she was one of the first supermodels and she's a black person, so an African American. And growing up, I liked a lot of art things, so I'm not a very practical person, some people would say. Sorry, I'm not a very practical person. So my family often tries to get me away from that and sometimes more into things like science because they often say you're black. These are not things that are for you. This is not a practical step. And I like seeing people with my skin tone go ahead and do something. So she was someone to open the door for us. So she inspires me because of that. Also, she is an author and I enjoy writing as well. So I feel connected to her in that sense. So currently, it is Naomi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cade. Denisha,
Yep.
I can hear you. Okay, you're breaking. You're gone
So,
again. Go ahead. Start again. Take it from the top.
okay. Zendaya Coleman is my inspiration. Although she is not a runway or catwalk model, I do consider her a supermodel. And what really inspires me about her is how she is able to balance being a dancer, an actress, and a model. And this is why I relate to her. Currently, she is the house ambassador or the face of Louis Vuitton, and she is my inspiration.
Thank you very much. Our next person, I know people are dropping off. Internet issues. People are dropping off. I know the fans are in the chat and they're going wild, and they're going wild because we're having technical difficulties on a lot of your ends, and this is not in any way going to affect you. So don't you worry. Don't you worry about it too much. Just make sure you stay poised and you answer your question. That's all that matters right about now. Okay, so don't let it scare you or anything. So we're gonna move on, and I'm trying to stay focused on when the squares move, because I'm not gonna be sure who's next. But I think we just heard from Denisha, and next would be Mia, right? Yes, go ahead, Mia.
Correct.
Which supermodel inspires you and why?
For me, the supermodel that inspires me is Kendall Jenner because I do believe that she always shows self confidence and posture. And not only that she models well, but she has a great sense of fashion. And we seen that at the Met Gala 2023 with her leotard, which gave like a chic, playful vibes, which I really loved. So for me, I would definitely say Kendall Jenner for my top model.
Thank you very much, Mia and Nora. Who inspires you and why?
Hi.
What fashion supermodels?
Hello. Okay, so in no particular order, there's two people: Bella Hadid, Anoki, and Coco Rocha. Bella Hadid because I feel like she transforms. She transforms like the Bella that you see on the runway and the Bella like outside of like being on the runway and what are just like two different people. She is very fierce and like her work is very like intimidating on the runway. And when you get to know Bella's personality, like on social media, at meetings and whatnot, she's very playful and cheerful, and it just feels like two different people. Also because I watched Bella a lot growing up. She is one model that really shaped my supermodel career. Another model that I feel like inspires me is Anoki because Anoki is a black model, and Anoki is an African American, and she was originally from Sudan, and she came to America as a refugee. And just seeing that she was a refugee turned supermodel and she got scouted on Instagram, I feel like her story is very inspiring for me, and it's so great to see like more representation for Black women out there. So that's why like Anokia is also one of the models that has shaped my supermodel career. And the last model, like I said, is Coco Rocha. I love Coco because of they call her the posing god. I feel like most of my poses that I do on Instagram and whatnot, I always go on Pinterest to search for Coco to get tips from her. Like she's iconic, and yeah, those are the models that have shaped me so far.
Thank you very much. That was a packed response. That was a packed response. And last but by no means least, Kanaje. Which supermodel inspires you and why?
Okay. The supermodel who inspires me, and she's actually not really a supermodel, but she is a fashion icon, but she's a supermodel in my mind, is Doja Cat. We have seen Doja Cat, and I have been on the Doja Cat train since 2015, and I've seen her grow, and I've seen her in different fashion and done different fashion statements that resonates with me, and it really inspires me to be creative, whether it is streetwear or whether it is golfism or whether it is fairycore. She constantly brings something new to the table, and she constantly serves it. Even in her photo shoots, you can see that she's constantly having a new burst of energy and life, and that is something that I would love to bring to my photo shoots and to the runway. That's something that I'd like to have in my life in general. And I love the way that she is very diverse. She doesn't just stand for one thing. And I believe that a person should not just be one thing. I believe a person can be numerous things. So the way that she constantly changes and she goes into different eras and she's able to change her fashion and her style and her sense is amazing to me, and I adore it. And I'm very inspired by it.
Thank you very much to every single one of you for making this so effortless. You guys, I must say, you guys have a well-rounded view of fashion, and I'm so excited to see what the second, I call it the second round, because each of you will be asked a separate question. But before we do that, we got to take a break. Some of you are having some camera issues, some of you are having some internet issues. You can jump off. We're going to take a short break and come back, and when we come back, we're going to be asking each and every one of you your own individual question. So that's your question. So when you get that question, you best own it. All right? You got to own that question like it's your last life. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to bump you all off, and you can actually reset if you need to reset, if you need to grab some water. Those of you that's looking on live, I want to encourage you to actually tell us who you're voting for, who you're supporting. Like, show us some love to each and every one of these young ladies here this evening. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to have more Dominica's next supermodel, I call them. They're all supermodels. So we're going to have more from them when we come back. Right after, we got to pay the bills. We got to pay the bills. I want to remind you guys, make sure if you shop at Fresh Market, a best price cash and carry, you take advantage of the chance to win a trip to St. Kitts Music Festival. Yo, make sure you get one of these, eh? So all you got to do is once you spend $150, you just get a scratch card. You scratch it, so you see right here. So you just scratch that scratch card. It reveals a QR code. You scan the QR code and get an opportunity to win. Obviously, when you scan the QR code, it's going to take you to a site. You got to fill out the information, put in your receipt number, and you get an opportunity to enter into the draw to win a trip to the St. Kitts Music Festival. I know a lot of folks are looking forward to some. I know folks are actually just going, right? I also want to say special thank you very much to the folks out there at Optical Services. Yo, they've got some new specs. I like to call them some new specs. You want to check them out for all your eyewear. They have the latest trends. I know a few people who've actually purchased eyewear from Optical Services, and they always have the most chic and classy and elegant looking, and it fits anybody, and they'll help you get your style, because sometimes your eyewear needs to make a statement, so they'll help you pick out the best one for you. Also want to shout out the HSM, the Eye Center, our very own Eye Center right here in the Nature Isle of Dominica. Again, I want to shout out Dr. Shillenford Ricketts, for, I say, stepping up, because she's one of the Caribbean's best, and I'm going to screw up this word, I always screw it up. She's an ophthalmologist. You see, I have to think about it. Yo, let me tell you, that word is a tongue twister for me. So she's one of the Caribbean's best. And imagine having a center here, right here in Dominica, where you can go to. I know people who travel to go see this lady, okay? So she ain't playing. And she's now opened up a center, and you can start booking appointments today at the center. That is the HSM Eye Center right here in Dominica in Rome. So I also want to shout out the folks at The Glam. This weekend is Mother's Day. Make sure you take advantage of all of the Mother's Day promotions going on at The Glam. You get an opportunity to actually pick out packages at discounted rates, and where else but The Glam. Give mom the gift of relaxation this Mother's Day. Whew! I need to wipe my forehead shining, right? My forehead shining. Mucho, mucho. Gonna take a short break. We come back. More right here for you.
Here are some do and don'ts for your frame use. When putting your frame on, use both hands. When removing your frame, you either use your both hands to pull it straight forward, or you hold it at the front of the frame and pull it straight forward. Why? What tends to happen is people hold their frame on the side and pull it with one hand. As you can see, this puts strain on the frame hinge, which is the most common place for the frame to break. So this would help prevent this problem.
Step out of your day and into your happy place, where your health comes from a more relaxed, beautiful you. Don't take our word for it, take theirs.
That experience is always amazing, but Valentine's Day was pretty special.
Not only are my toes absolutely gorgeous, but I got a foot rub. Oh my god.
Now come along and find your glamorous you. Manis, pedis, massages, facials, hair, makeup, and waxing. You know you want to. Call or visit us today at 448-4099. The Glam Experience, Day Spa.
And we're back, guys. We're getting ready. We're coming back. We're coming back with more right here for you. We're so excited to have all of you joining us. Thank you very much to every single one of you who's joined us. Come on in, come back in. We take a little break. We had to get a water break. You see, I have my blue water. My blue water almost finished. I'm drinking my blue water, and next time I think I'm gonna have wine. But I might roast, right? I might roast. So come on in, come back in. We're gonna continue with the show. We have 9 beautiful ladies, and only one will walk away as Dominica's next supermodel, and that is the female version, because we also have the male version. And tune in tomorrow evening, same time, same place. We're gonna be having the guys from the Dominica's male model. They're going to be joining us here. We're going to be having a chat with them. So I know I'm excited to meet them just as much as you are. So I want to encourage you, make sure you save that date. Put an alarm on also on your phone. Alarm for 7:30 on your phone so you don't miss this tomorrow. We're getting ready, and we're going to be doing a little one-on-one. So I'm going to be bringing them on one by one. right? So we're going to be talking to them, giving them their little time to shine. Each of them will get a question and it's randomly selected. So by no means, as I said, I don't know these ladies intimately. This was my first time meeting most of them was this evening on this live broadcast. And we're essentially, trying to, I know the organization is trying to test or figure out who is the best spokesmodel, so who can represent a brand, because at the end of this competition, I know gone are the days where in Dominica, there were not very many brand ambassadors, and now everybody's a brand ambassador, right? So now, companies are actually looking, they're looking to see, they're not looking just to see if you have a following, because sometimes I know people who have a following and they're just pretty on picture and they can't talk to save their life, right? So they're looking for somebody that can talk and interact with their customers, can share, their wishes and their dreams for their business, can engage with people, and can really sell their products and services. And essentially, at the end of this, someone will win, or one of these lovely ladies will win the spokesmodel segment of this competition. So we want to encourage you guys. I know a few of you are on the live and you are sharing, and you are sharing, and you are excited. I know Janelle is one of the ladies who she's actually working this evening, so I want to get her on first. And we were having some issues with her internet connection, so I want to make sure she gets to talk. And I know she has to go into work. She's a lab tech, and my mom was a nurse, so I have a soft spot for the people in the medical field. So I'm gonna let Janelle go first, and answer her question so she can hop off, because I know it's very important to her that she gets back to the lab this evening. So I want to welcome back on with me alone, Janelle. Hi, Janelle.
Hi guys. Do you hear
Welcome
me?
back. I can hear you just fine. Thank you.
Okay, finally. Thank you.
That's awesome. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Great. All right. So my question is to you, for you is, in your opinion, how does fashion reflect culture?
Wow. So fashion and culture really goes hand in hand. I would say one and the other scratches each other's back. Um, Culture is a way of dress, a people's way of doing things, what is passed on generation to generation. And fashion basically holds a mirror up to that. So you'll see things like, specifically here in Dominica, we will use a specific type of cloth, a specific type of sewing when we're making our cultural dress. We're making sure we have the best madras, and we're making sure our petticoats underneath our top skirts, because you don't make it your what do it any type of way. So you can actually see how culture and fashion really holds each other's hands, if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, I definitely do. Anything else you'd like to add?
I like to add, did you say you did me dirty tonight? But I'm very happy that you guys can finally hear me now. I'm very excited. It was a wonderful segment. I do have to run to the lab. I am so sorry. I have to leave early. Thank you for having a soft spot for me. It was wonderful, and I hope we can do this again. Maybe not in this setting, maybe some other time. But I'm excited to see the guys tomorrow. Everybody else that's on the live currently, I want to give you the best of luck going out tonight. I also want to shout out my sponsors. I want to shout out to the Maro Cooperative Credit Union, who now on island has the lowest mortgages, by the way, 4.5%. I also want to shout out to my makeup artist and my sponsor, Ethnic Beauty. We just did a shoot today. That's why I'm all glammed up like this. If you can see the crystals on my eyes. And I also want to shout out the Body Blitz Spa. They keep my toesies together, because if you walk in heels as much as we walk in heels, your talent will get hard. So thank you to them for keeping my talent soft. It was wonderful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye, Janelle. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. All right, guys. She is indeed a personality. She is indeed a personality. Give her a round of applause, those of you on the live. I know a lot of folks are excited for her. We're moving on to the next, and because of time, in the interest of time, I want to give each of these models their questions they can answer, and they can feel free to hop back off, because I want to make sure it's even across the board. They can hop off and look at the rest of the show if they want to, so they're not nervous anymore. So it's just one question left for each of you, and once you've answered your question, you can move on and check out the show live. I'm gonna go now to Debbie. Hope Debbie is ready for her question. I want to say hi, Debbie. All right, let's just unmute you.
Unmuted.
Yeah, you're unmuted. Yeah.
Hi. Yes,
How are
so back
you?
on the screen.
Yes,
I'm doing
back on the screen.
doing pretty good.
Good, good.
Pretty good, pretty confident.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm
good,
ready
good
for
to
the
know.
question, whatever question it is. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take you into the show, so a bit of it
Okay.
into what's going to happen on the night of the show. So as you know, because you've been planning for this, you've been putting together your outfit for the night.
Correct.
Be Afrocentric is one of the looks of for the show, right? Can you tell me a little bit about your interpretation of an Afrocentric style?
Okay, so the Afrocentric look is actually for the male segment, but I can give you a little interpretation as to what what I understand about the this particular style. So Afro is, means relates to the word Africa. So Afrocentric basically is a style that stems from the continent of Africa and it can be very modern, I would say. So Afrocentric is basically a modern interpretation of the African style.
Thank you. And anything else you'd like to add? Any shout outs you want to give? Now is your time. I'm giving you your time to do what you need to do.
Yes, I would like to shout out to V's Couture, Avina. She's actually one of my, my partial sponsors. She's helping me put together my outfits for the competition. So we have the tassel segment, and she's also doing the high fashion segment. So I'm very excited to get with her and get our hands into the nitty and gritty, so that we can get our pieces together, so that I can display and put in a very amazing show on the night of May 27th. So shout out to you, V's Couture and Avina.
Thank you very much, Debbie, and thank you very much for joining
Absolutely.
us here this evening, and all the best at the end of the month.
Thank you so much, and I want to wish a pleasant evening to all the listeners at home and abroad. And thank you for tuning in. Have a great show.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, these ladies are really, really great. It was a test. You see, I tested her, and she nailed it. Again, it speaks to how much they know about fashion. So we're moving along, and we're getting into La Vida. So La Vida is up next with me. Hi, La Vida.
Hello.
It's funny because I had this question for you, and then I was like, should I ask her this question? Okay, I'm gonna ask her this question because I want to ask her this question. So, as you know, Queen Elizabeth inspired one of the looks from the female segment, right? Can you share your thoughts on the style of Queen Elizabeth, who's deceased, and tell us a little bit about your showcase?
Okay, so Queen Elizabeth was a royal, obviously, but she was also gentle with her actions and classy because of her upbringing. So in the showcase, I feel like we have to showcase that, like a gentle runway walk, and show us being still bold at the same time and fierce, showing our walk. And I feel like come to pose at the front of the runway, we have to show a fiercer Queen Elizabeth because she she wasn't the type to be photographed because she wasn't the time, but she was still photogenic, and on all the pictures you see in her slaying, cause slay, and you see in her showing off her outfits in a classy way, and I just feel like that's what we have to show. in the showcase.
Thank you very much for that, Lavita. Anything you want to add? I'm giving you a moment. You can shout out anybody, any sponsors. It's your time to shine.
Okay, so I would like to shout out my sponsor, Continental Stuff, for everything, for saving my life actually, and I would also like to shout out J&M Boutique for also sponsoring me in this competition. You were my first sponsor, so I appreciate that. Anybody that watching, I still looking for sponsors, so check with me, Irie. And I just want to say, no matter the outcome of the challenge today, I enjoyed tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed tonight, and yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Lavita, for being on with us. All the best on the night of May the 27th. All right.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yes, ladies. Yes, these ladies are ready. They're ready for the show, and we're getting ready for our next participant coming on. Let's make some love. Hi, China, right? I keep wanting to say
Hi.
China. I don't know why I keep wanting to say China.
It's
Hi,
okay. I'm
welcome
used
back.
to it. Thank you.
Well, we're supposed to get it right, you know. So some people say Jael, Jael. I get all kinds of names. So we have to make them say our names right. And you're trying to be a supermodel, right? So say
Right.
Jael. It's not China. It's China, right? Welcome back. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank
My
you.
question is not, it's not a difficult question, but I hope that you're okay with it. If you were actually given the opportunity to work for any fashion designer, who would it be and why?
Okay, I actually never thought of that, but I'd say Calvin Klein because the clothes he designs are clothes I'd actually wear and feel comfortable in, and I would bring out like influence people to wear that type of clothes. He literally
Mm.
makes everything, and it's pretty good.
All right. Thank you very much for that, China. Anything else you'd like to add? Anybody you'd want to shout out? Any final words?
I like to shout out to my sponsor, Caribbean Cements, Mr. Chris Walters, my family and my friends who has always been behind me ever since I stepped into this show. Good night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, China, for being on the show. And
Bye.
all the best at the end of the month. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye bye. Moving along, moving along. I mean, we're getting to the end. We have a few ladies left. We're getting excited. We have Cade coming up next. So we're getting ready for Cade. Hello, Cade.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. All right. So I have an interesting question for you. And I did not pick questions for specific people, but when I laid it out and how I saw you guys were falling, I was like, wait a minute, this question might actually be a good question for her.
All
So my
right.
question is, my question is, so you know the saying, don't prioritize fashion over comfort. Give your thoughts on this statement.
Yes, okay. So actually awesome question for me. I'd like to say that it is integral to be fashionable but also comfortable. And if you cannot do both, you need to prioritize your health. So, very popular example is heels. You know, we want to look good, we wear heels around probably to work, but sometimes it can get a bit uncomfortable. So you should always have slippers that you can switch into, right? Or even runway walking. Runway walking is very some looks are very unconventional. It's only for time. So I would say you need to translate that into real life. Beauty should not be pain. And if it is painful, you need to switch it up. So again, heels, I would say that you need to change into flats because chronic wearing of heels can lead to pain in your hips, your tendons, your heels. It's just not good. And it's not a good look. Pain is not a good look, okay? We need our feet to be strong and healthy for a very long time. Don't ruin it in your youth just for pure feels. All right. So that would be my answer. And I would continue on for makeup as well. So again, unconventional fashion, we have fake blood. Some people like to put it in their eyes to give a very scary look, even gold eye drops. That does not belong in your eyes. That can lead to irritability. Keep things healthy, but also looking cool. There are different ways to do things, or even eye safe makeup. So yeah, that's what I would say. That was an awesome question. Thank you for that one. That one was cool.
Thank you. Thank you for responding. Anything else you'd like to say? Anybody you would like to shout out?
Yes, I would like to thank my sponsors. Okay. Bell Art. I would like to thank Creations Jewelry, Nature Isle Styles, and One of Productions. They helped me feel my best, doing my illustrations for me and really drawing exactly what I need. That's Spell Arts. And I would like to thank Creation. She gives me the most beautiful jewelry, very much statement pieces, things I don't have to go all the way on Etsy to buy. It's right here in Dominica. She's an awesome jeweler. I would really suggest anyone listening, go find her on Instagram. It's Creations Jewelry for K and a H. She's very awesome. And then One of Productions, I'd like to thank them for sponsoring me once more. They can help you tell your story. I am someone who's very keen on getting your story out there and just expressing yourself. And if you have a production, commercial, photo shoot, whatever you have in mind, they can help bring it forth. So yeah, that's what I have to say for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kate. Thank you for being here this evening. I wish you all the best on the end of the month. Good luck to you and the rest of the participants.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. You're welcome. All right, guys, we're moving along. We're moving along. I'm just pulling them up as they show up on my screen, and I think it's in the order that they came back on. So I'm just pulling them up as I go along. Next, we have Mia. Hi, Mia. Let's get you off mute. Yes, great, great. Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
All right, you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Fantastic. My question for you is, what fashion trend would you like to make a comeback?
Oh, sorry, I didn't get that. Say that again, please.
So what fashion trend would you like to make a comeback and why?
Okay, so the fashion trend I would like to make a comeback would be high split cuts. I did see that we recently starting to have it coming back. However, I don't think that we have it enough. I personally love like high splits. Previously, I've had a few outfits with high splits. I feel like it's a great way to really show like the length of your legs, expose your legs, and show like your confidence as well. So I feel like we should really bring that back.
Boy, I don't know how a high slit will look on me now. Mia. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Anything else you'd like to add in terms of anybody you want to shout out? Any special thanks you wanna give? Now is your time.
Okay, so I'd like to say thanks to my family for supporting me through this journey, especially the Maho constituency. Kintil Maho Masa for supporting me through this journey. Big shout out to my sponsor, Styles by Nature, for all your hairdos. And a special thanks to Dream Marketing for all your marketing needs at great prices, which I'm also a co-founder of Dream Marketing. So check us out for your marketing needs. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia, and thank you very much for being on here with us this evening. And I want to wish you all the best in the competition at the end of the month, okay?
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. We're moving along, guys. We're moving along, getting them and going. And who are you guys supporting? I'm checking out the viewers. Who are you guys supporting so far? Who are you guys absolutely loving so far? We have coming up next, I almost said the beautiful Honora, but I think I would probably be like showing some level of favoritism. It's not favoritism. You know, she's very exotic looking, if I do say so myself. So I want to welcome Honora. Welcome.
Hi, it's good to be back.
Welcome
Earlier
back.
I had issues with my audio. I hope I sound better now. Can you hear me very well?
You sound a lot better now. So thank you very much.
Okay,
Whatever you
great.
did worked. All right.
All right,
Whatever you did
great,
worked. Welcome
yes.
back.
Yes,
My question to you is because you're not from Dominica, like born and raised in Dominica. So I want to get a sense of well, how you feel about our fashion, our sense of fashion in Dominica. In your view, what would you say is fashion in Dominica?
Ooh, okay. Well, what I would say like fashion in Dominica is progressing. Compared to other like sector in terms of like agriculture, tourism, and whatnot, the fashion sector is taking a back burner a bit compared to like other aspects in Dominica, which is like way ahead of the fashion section. But it's progressing. We can see that in our fets and all other events that we have. People come well dressed, even the ladies, the guys, everybody's trying to, step up their fashion game, which is good. I feel like it's very progressive. That's what I would say about the fashion sense in Dominica.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Anora. And anything you'd like to add? It's your time to shine.
Yes. Okay, so I'd like to shout out my sponsors, Emerald Movies, Rude Boy, because I'm Rude Boy's brand ambassador also. And I would like to shout out Sofri Outdoor Center. I would like to shout out Pelago Trips, Katai Restaurant. I'd also like to shout out Sarita. Like, Sarita is amazing. Oh my gosh. I'd like to shout out Miracle Toye. She's my stylist, makeup artist, hairstylist, everything, really and truly. And my friends and people from my school supporting me too. Shout out to everyone.
Thank you very much, Anora, for being on
too.
here this evening. And I want to wish you all the best at
Thank
the
you so
end
much.
of the month on for the show, okay?
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right, we're getting ready. We have two folks left. We have Denisha and Kanaje coming up next. We're gonna go with, I think, Denisha. Are you ready? Just let me know if you're ready. Turn on your camera so I can be sure that you're ready, because right now I can't see you. So I'm gonna bring you on in just a second. And here we go with Denisha. Welcome. All right, you're on mute, so let's get you off mute. You hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great, fantastic. So just felt that this would be better for everyone, so I can hear you clearly, so let's roll. What do you think? Okay, before I ask you this question, since being back in Dominica, I've noticed there's a new organization have kind of sparked interest of a lot of our culture and our identity, and it's called I'm That. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but my question kind of has a little bit to do with that. What do you essentially think about using Creole all year round in terms of Creole outfits, Creole fashion? What do you think? What are your thoughts on wearing Creole clothes all year round?
Creole is a part of our culture, and the culture is a way of life of the people. Our Creole culture is infused with both European and African and French culture. And I think that it is important for us to embrace that. So the thought of having us wearing our Creole madras, for example, all year round, it is a great way to embrace our culture. Um, I think that we should wear our madras cloth in, sorry,
Go ahead.
I think that yes, I think that we should wear something madras every Friday, and especially with the fact that our culture influences fashion and fashion influences culture, we can actually modernize that. And I can see that I've seen this over the years. We have modernized our culture. So especially throughout the Caribbean, we have used our madras to modernize and use Americanized culture in the way that we dress. So I think that we should use Creole all year round.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your response. And now is your time to shine. Anything you'd like to add, you can go ahead. The floor is yours.
For sure. I would like to thank Patchwork Dance Academy. As I mentioned before, I'm a dancer, so I am a part of Patchwork Dance Academy, and they were the first people on board on my journey of becoming Dominica's next supermodel. So they sponsored me. Thank you for that. Elnara Emmanuel for she is my chaperone and she's assisting me along the journey. Miss Shema Dalrymple, as well as Miss Lakia Josie. They are my sponsors. Thank you, and I can't wait to see everyone on the night of May 27th.
Thank you very much, Tanisha, and thank you so very much for being here with us. I wish you all the best on
Thank
May
you.
27th. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye. And our final model for this evening, we want to welcome back Kanaje. Welcome back. Hi.
Hi, hi. Oh my God, I'm last but not least. Oh my God.
No, no. you could say last but not least, or you could say we saved the best for last. I mean,
Yeah,
whichever one you want to
I
say, right?
obviously they did, right?
Okay, so Kanaje, my question for you
Mhm.
is very
Yes.
simple. Um, we've
Okay.
seen a lot of trends come in and go. What trend would you wish would go away forever and not ever return?
Oh, that's tough. Okay, I think that's tough because I love a lot of the trends that has come forth I've seen this year as well as last year. But if I really had to think about it, the trend that I don't specifically like so much is this big boot trend. It's like this really big red boot, and it was all over social media, and it was all over Instagram, and it really didn't make sense. But at the same time, I do understand it, and I'm not bashing it at all because people have different ways of interpreting fashion, and if that works for them, don't mind me, use it and be creative with it. But to me, I do not like it, and I do not favor it at all.
Why
But I
don't you
think
like
that's
it?
just something.
Why don't you like
I
it?
just think when it Oh God, you're really throwing me here. But I think I think it's not like I don't hate it. Oh my God, I don't hate it at all. But if I knew properly how to style it, I would definitely use it more. But I think that I've seen people style it wrongly. That's my thing. So I
Hmm.
just don't appreciate how they have styled it. But if I see somebody do it properly, oh, I'm all for it. Yeah. But personally, that's the thing that I'm not a big fan of.
By all means, the first question, the response to the first question is all you're going to be judged on. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the follow up
Okay.
question. I just wanted to engage you a
Yeah,
little bit more.
I understand.
Any final words? Anything you'd like to say to anyone?
Yes, yes, I have to say a lot. Okay, I'd like to thank those who have been with me on this journey thus far, my family, especially my mom. She has asked me about a lot of questions to this, and I explained wholeheartedly about everything that I've been through. I'd like to thank Richard of Greenaway. He's someone who has been with me throughout every single process in this, and I could have not done it without him. He has been my rock through this, and I really appreciate him. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Manda Fagan, Ollie Beauty, who does my lashes and my nails. I'm gonna get a new set very soon. I'm very happy for that. They have done their job. They are really great at their job, and I love working with them. I'd like to thank Jael Beauty, who has done my makeup at every single event I've been to. I'd like to thank Valo's Hairstyle, Asik Nix, and Belle's Beauty Hairstyle. She has done my hair for all as well as every single event I've gone to, and she has not disappointed. And Mrs., who's my seamstress, yeah. But also, the most important person I'd like to thank is myself for being confident enough to go through this and putting my creativity and my confidence to the test. And I think I'm doing a great job so far. So, yeah,
Good for you,
thank
Kanaje,
you.
and thank you very much for coming on the show here this
Thank
evening.
you for having me. I
I
enjoyed
want
it
to
so much.
I want to wish you all the best and good luck on
Thank
the
you.
night of the 27th. All
Thank
right.
you. Good night. Have a good
Bye
night.
bye. Guys, that was it. That was it for the ladies, the nine beautiful ladies vying for the title of Dominica's next supermodel, and that is for 2023. Back with a bang. Kudos to Ruth and the entire gang, all of the members that have helped her put this forward, the photographers, the coaches, everybody who's played their role in this. Kudos to you. Job well done. I think we have a really great set of women going up for this competition. I'm looking forward to the 27th of May and what they have to offer. I can't wait to see the outfits, and I mean it's a fashion show, right? Because they've been judged through the last couple of weeks, and this fashion show kind of culminates everything, all the work that they've put forward. I want to encourage every single one of you, if you've not purchased your tickets, please support the show. Go out and purchase your tickets, available at Jay's Bookstore and Mo's Rental, located on the Grand Fork bus stop. Make sure you get yourself a ticket and come and enjoy the show. Fashion at its best. We're going to be talking fashion the entire night. I'm looking forward to the Queen Elizabeth round. Let me tell you, I want to see what these girls are going to do, because let me tell you, I don't have nothing against Queen Elizabeth, but Queen Elizabeth's kind of dry, in my opinion. Her outfits, her hats were on point, but Queen Elizabeth was Queen Elizabeth, and she was also a colonizer. So I'm just looking forward to see how these girls represent Queen Elizabeth on the night of. I'm sorry, I'm a hater. I can't help it. So I'm looking forward to that round. I'm looking forward to a lot of the other rounds. I can't wait to see what these girls produce for us. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back with the guys. Yes, the guys are going to be on here with me. Drama, are you ready for fashion to talk? I mean, I can't wait to speak with them tomorrow. I want to encourage you to join us right here. I want to big up my sponsors. Thank you so very much for trusting me and for supporting the show. Big up to the folks at Fresh Market, Best Price and Cash and Carry. I want to also big up to say special thanks to JMS, that is the Eye Center, that is Dr. Ricketts. Kudos to you guys and the work that you're doing. Optical Services, you know that's where you get all your optical needs. I also want to say special thank you to the Glam for coming on board. Thank you to every single one of you who've supported me thus far. Still room for more sponsors if you want to jump on. The guys will be on tomorrow. I want to encourage you to join me, same time, same place, 7:30 p.m. for another episode of Jael Joseph Live, exclusive interviews featuring the male models of Dominica's Next Supermodel. Until next time, I want to say good night and thank you so very much again for your time and for joining me here on this one-of-a-kind event. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.
Here are some do and don'ts for your frame use. When putting your frame on, use both hands. When removing your frame, you either use your both hands to pull it straight forward, or you hold it at the front of the frame and pull it straight forward. Why? What tends to happen is people hold their frame on the side and pull it with one hand. As you can see, this puts strain on the frame hinge, which is the most common place for the frame to break. So this would help prevent this problem.
Step out of your day and into your happy place, where your health comes from a more relaxed, beautiful you. Don't take our word for it, take theirs.
That experience is always amazing, but Valentine's Day was pretty special.
Not only am I toes absolutely gorgeous, but I got a foot rub. Oh my god.
Now come along and find your glamorous you. Manis, pedis, massages, facials, hair, makeup, and waxing. You know you want to. Call or visit us today at 448-4099. The Glam Experience, Day Spa.